What's up, guys? Sticks here with the Token Minorities, bringing you another deck on Pokemon TCGO, and I know you can already hear it. Unfortunately, this past weekend I was hit with somewhat of it was like either allergies or a very quick onset sinus infection, but regardless, my point is that my voice is going to sound very, very weird in this video, so I do apologize for that. I'm hoping to get like a Z-Pack or some sort of antibiotics so that I don't sound like this for too long, but either way, I am bringing you a new deck, and this is going to be one centered around Articuno-GX from Celestial Storm. Not a very good card, but I mean, hey, we're going to try to make it work, and this will be a post-rotation deck. And before I get into the deck, just a reminder that if you guys like this video or found it helpful, please leave a like, drop a comment, click that subscribe button. Helps us out a ton, and lets us do more cool stuff for you guys. And as for the question of the day, now that Celestial Storm has been out for a couple days, you guys have gotten to test with it, you guys have gotten to see what type of decks will work and in what situations. What card from the set do you think will have the largest metagame impact besides Rayquaza GX? Because for the time being, a lot of people are liking Rayquaza. It's like super expensive right now. Somebody mentioned something about it being a short print or something like that. But I don't know. And either way, I mean, everybody's just overhyping Rayquaza right now. It's going to be the deck that a lot of people put out. So besides Rayquaza GX, what card do you guys think will have the largest impact in the meta from Celestial Storm? And in my opinion, I think that Shrine of Punishment will be the card that has the biggest impact, because it really allows lower tier non-GX centric decks to have just a little more oomph. I don't remember what the I can't remember what the card was that put 2 damage counters on GXs between turns, but I mean, it's a lot. It seems to me that it's a lot like that, but even better, considering that GXs are basically the entire meta right now. Like, GXs are what the meta is centered around. The best decks are very, very heavy in terms of the GXs that they have. So being able to just continually put damage counters on GXs, I believe, will be absolutely crucial for the non-GX decks to have success. And I do think that Shrine of Punishment will be a very, very strong card in the upcoming post-rotation meta, or even in the Worlds meta, just due to the fact that it can stack damage counters so quickly and efficiently. So yeah, that is the card that I think is going to have the biggest meta impact from Celestial Storm. Let me know what you guys think. Besides Mega Rayquaza, which card, or not Mega Rayquaza, besides just Rayquaza, which card from Celestial Storm do you guys think will have the biggest meta impact, and why? I would love to hear what your guys' thoughts are. But anyway, on to the deck. Like I said, this is going to be centered around Articuno-GX, and really what this card reminds me of is the Tapu Koko from I think it was Sun and Moon or Guardians. It was one of the very early sets that Tapu Koko came out in. I'm pretty sure it was Guardians. But it's one of those that has 170 HP like Tapu Koko. Legendary Ascent is basically like Tapu Koko's ability. When you play this down, you may make it your active Pokemon, and then move any number of basic water energy on board to it. So you can spread around your energy, you can deny your opponent prizes, you can keep them from knocking out your mons that have a lot of energy on them, etc., etc. Then it has the 2 water and colorless attack in Ice Wing that does 130, so 2 shots, a lot of things. But the problem with Articuno, particularly post-rotation and even pre-rotation, is that it doesn't have Aether Paradise, which is something that is amazing for Tapu Koko because it really prevents that major damage from being done to Tapu Koko, so that it can get one shot. So therefore, you're able to stream the Tapu Koko, pick them up, Max Potion them up, that type of thing. Whereas with Articuno, you just have that 170. You're really not able to manipulate that much at all, particularly with post-rotation, where you lose Fighting Fury Belt as well. So it's just, I don't know, it's a lot. It's much different than Tapu Koko, and in my opinion, just pretty much worse. And then also the GX attack. Tapu Koko's allows you to get a big one-hit knockout if your opponent has a lot of energy on board. So I mean, that's a way where you can be like, okay, I can't afford to two-shot this thing. I need to take a big one-hit knockout right now. Tapu Koko's GX attack allows you to do that, whereas Articuno's GX attack just lets you discard all energy from both active Pokemon, which is, I mean, it's still a solid GX attack, but for the Mon that it's on, I really don't think that it's necessarily as good as it could be, or as good, or good enough to make Articuno relevant and not just kind of a side Mon. But either way, we are trying it out with this post-rotation, just kind of a fake Tapu Koko deck with well, not really Turbo Articuno, but just with like Aqua Patch over Max Elixir, that type of thing. And then as for the numbers of Mons, I'm just going to start from the beginning and go all the way down. We have one Oranguru for the Instructability, just be able to play that down, and have the ability to draw extra cards if we have our hand low. It's just a way of Pokemon draw support. A couple Lele, just because Lele is amazing, lets you get any single supporter that you would want for Articuno, because that's what this deck is centered around, just constantly streaming Articuno, switching them out, and once your opponent damages them, if they're not able to one-shot them, you are able to bring in a new Articuno, and then hopefully pick up the old one with like Acerola, or heal it off with Max Potion, that type of thing. Then we have two Lapras, because Lapras in a water deck is just kind of a given at this point. I mean, Lapras is just very, very good early game. It can take a big one-hit knockout with Blizzard Burn in the late game if you need it. And then Ice Beam GX is a good way to just stall a turn while setting up for a KO. Just very, very strong card. Very good in any water deck, particularly one that runs a full amount of Aqua Patch, which, in my opinion, most water decks should. There probably is one or two that you wouldn't want to run a full line of 4 Aqua Patches, but I mean, just the acceleration of that is so insanely strong that you would definitely want to have that. And then we also have one Tapu Fini-GX for the Tapu Storm GX to be able to shuffle our opponent's active Pokemon. If they build up one big thing, we're able to shuffle that thing right back into the deck. And then Hydro Shot also lets us target down things on the bench. As for the items, we have 3 Acro Bikes, still working on getting a full set of the secret rares, but that I'm very, very close. I believe I have 2, and, well, by very close, I mean halfway there. But those are on the top of my to-do list. We have 2 Acro Bikes just for a little bit extra draw support, throw some stuff in the discard pile at the same time, because we want to throw the water in the discard pile, and we don't have Sycamore in post-rotation anymore. So the ability to have a card besides Ultra Ball that throws stuff into the discard pile is very nice. Absolute max number of Aqua Patch to get the max acceleration, 1 escape rope, just in case our Oranguru gets put active, or our Lapras, or something like that we don't want active. Considering there isn't Manaphy in this deck, the ability to just have free retreat or switch out without having to use Guzma escape rope is very strong. 1 Field Blower to get rid of Choice Bands, 2 Max Potion to heal up our Articunos or Lapras that we are able to get the energy off of with Articuno. 1 Rescue Stretcher to bring the Pokemon back for Ultra Ball, to guaranteed get the Pokemon that we want when we want it. 4 Brooklet Hill, and the only reason I'm running 4 Brooklet Hill is because even though you want to have the Articuno in your hand, just early game trying to get like Lapras or Tapu Fini set up is definitely necessary for this deck, just to have something that you can target with Aqua Patch, because you really don't want to play Articuno until you have the energy on board to where you can make it active, and then it can come in, get all the energy on it, and just attack straight up. So being able to more consistently get like Lapras and Tapu Fini onto the field to be targets for Aqua Patch is really what you want. So that's why I'm running a very high number, even though we're not using that all that much. 4 Acerola to pick up the damaged Articunos, the damaged Lapras, really whatever was hit the previous turn, and all the energy that we moved onto the Articuno will not be picked up as well. 2 Crasher Wakes to get water energy in the discard pile, but also try to help our setup a little bit, just because we need to be able to search out like just 2 of the exact cards that we need, and then Crasher Wake can just be like, okay, let's throw 2 water into the discard pile and then get 2 Aqua Patches or something to that effect. It's a very, very cool combination that is good for this deck because it needs the water discard. Absolute max number of Cynthia for draw support, absolute max number of Guzma because, I mean, let's be real, it's Guzma. And then we are running a single copy of Kukui, just for the little extra damage, because with Articuno, you have the Ice Wing plus Choice Band plus Kukui hits for 180 that can take out some GXs, but unfortunately not the big ones in this game. So yeah, that's why there's only one Kukui and not more of them. And then a copy of Sophocles to draw cards while also putting cards into the discard pile because, once again, don't have Sycamore in this format. And then finally, 3 Choice Band for the ability to hit harder, and then 11 Water Energy so that we can have it. So yeah, that is the deck. I'm done rambling. Let's just go ahead and see this deck in action. Okay, just kidding. So I kind of sort of lied, but either way, I'm coming back after my first game because Articuno in itself, like even with all of the stuff from the standard format that helps it, like Max Elixir, Energy Switch, Sycamore, Fighting Fury Belt, even with all of those, it's still not very good, and losing all of those and still trying to play in the standard format just makes it much, much worse. So, yeah, I mean, in case you can't tell, spoilers, I'm going to get bodied in the first game, but I mean, I still put up a pretty good fight, but I couldn't really do a whole live of me getting bodied, so I'm going to be trying this Turbo Articuno deck. I did bring you guys what I wanted, which was a post-rotation Articuno deck, but now I'm also going to show you a current standard if you wanted to try that out for yourself, where we have both Aqua Patch and Max Elixir, as well as Sycamore and Fighting Fury Belt, to see if we can't do a little bit better with that. So, yeah, sorry about the spoilers for the first game, but yeah, let's go ahead and hop right in to the actual games. Alrighty, we have found one against Senor Stick with a, what was that, like a water, psychic, fighting, normal, so I honestly have no idea what my opponent is running. We do go second, which isn't the worst thing in the world if I'm able to get the right stuff. So I'm going to start off with the Tapu Fini. Might be a bad decision considering I have the Aqua Patch, but I mean, I can always just Brooklet Hill for, yeah, I can always just Brooklet Hill for a Lapras anyway. So he's just going to attach a DCE, plays the Parallel City, that's fine. That's actually great for me, just because, I mean, the sooner he plays the Parallel City, the less he will have, and we see Rare Candy and a Fairy Energy, so yeah, I'm thinking that this is going to be a Mega Gardevoir, or not Mega Gardevoir, just a Gardevoir deck, and so, okay, first things first, let's go ahead and Brooklet Hill to maximize my odds of getting something good with my Acro Bike. Let's play the Lapras down. Let's Acro Bike. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Sorry about that. Just made a weird noise. Let's grab an Acro Bike so that I throw water into the discard pile, because that actually helps me quite a bit. And then I can go ahead and Acro Bike. Man, I was hoping for like an Articuno. But let's grab the Acerola. Yeah, let's grab the Acerola. Let's Aqua Patch. Okay, so I can Crasher Wake first thing. Get rid of both of these water energy. To grab... Man, there's just not enough. Like, there's just not enough for me to be able to pull off a turn 1 Articuno. Because, I mean, I will be able to get 3 energy on the board, but I won't be able to get an Articuno. Or I will be able to get an Articuno, or I won't be able to get 3 energy, and I won't be able to get 3 energy on the board, or I can just do that and then I won't have a supporter for next turn. So I think it's just in my best interest to grab a water energy. Yeah, to grab a water energy and a Cynthia. So then let's Aqua Patch onto Lapras. And then I think just play the energy onto the Fini. And then let's Oranguru, hope maybe we can draw into something cool. Get an Ultra Ball. Well, that works if I didn't already have that, so let's just go ahead and... Do I want to make him shuffle the Lele into the deck? No, I kind of like that he has to have that on board. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and Aqua Ring, put it in range of a Choice Banded... Yeah, put it in range of Choice Banded Articuno. And then go from there. So this is... Yeah, my opponent does bridge it, unfortunately. I really wish... Actually, they might have just top-decked that, unless they... I don't remember if they played a supporter last turn. But yeah, we see the Ralts and the Eevee, so it's probably going to evolve into a Sylveon, which is not going to be good for me. Wow, are all the Sylveon prize? That's unfortunate. But what my opponent will be able to do here is get an Octillery, yeah, and then start getting more cards. And once again, guys, I am sorry if my voice sounds weird and this is like making it unwatchable. I'm just, yeah, my My sinuses are killing me right now, but I mean, again, Tuesday and Thursdays, that's when you're getting TCG videos, and whether I'm like half dead or whatnot, you're getting your videos. So he does just hit me with an energy drive for 60, that's fine. What I can do now is I think just Ultra Ball for an Articuno. Yeah, because then all I need to do is just draw into a water energy, and I will be able to attack. So yeah, let's just go ahead and make Articuno active, put both energy onto it. And then let's Oranguru, because I'm going to have to shuffle draw 6 anyway. So let's see if I can draw into the energy, and I do not, but I do get a Brooklet Hill, which allows me to have one less card that I have to worry about. And, well, I mean, I guess I said I wanted water energy, and I got water energy, and I actually get the choice band as well, so I will be able to KO this Tapu Lele from there. And we are actually in a very, very good spot. We have an Articuno, we have... Actually, that's about it. We have an Articuno. I mean, we're still in a good spot. We took 2 prizes. My opponent's going to promote the Eevee if I can, and my opponent ends me. I was about to say the Guzmas in my hand were amazing, because the second that he tried to go for Kirlias, I could start targeting those things down. So let's just hope that I don't draw dead, and unfortunately I do. So that's another thing about this deck. It's very, very susceptible to dead draws, which, yeah, in this case is really, really coming back to hurt me in this case. In this case, is coming back to hurt me in this case. Wow, I is good at English. My opponent flips heads on the quick draw, which is unfortunate, and I don't have much of anything else. Like, I can't Guzma up that Kirlia, just because, I mean, I can't. So let's just go ahead and, I guess, Max Potion. I want to maximize my chances of drawing into a Guzma. And I mean, I only have, like, 1 chance off of this. So let's just go ahead and instruct. I'm not going to bring anything else. Maybe it's a... Ooh. So what I can do... I can escape rope into Guzma and knock out the Kirlia. I think... Or do I want to just knock out the Eevee? You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and knock that thing out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I was in a... Should I have escape roped into Guzma? I think that might have been my play. But, well, especially considering... Yeah, that was dumb. Especially considering my opponent did not have... it showed that he had his Sylveon prized. Yeah, that was a dumb play. I should have escape roped into Guzma. I guess my sinuses must be going to my brain. My opponent does get the DCE onto the Gardevoir as well, and now I am just going to go straight down to an infinite force, not a infinite force, an infinite force. So this is not very good at all. And my opponent is able to Cynthia. I mean, yeah, see, this was what I was saying about Articuno just not having enough in the... Even in the post-rotation, especially when you're trying to use an already bad deck post-rotation while the standard format is still going on, just because, I mean, you don't have enough. Just straight up, you do not have enough to work with in this case. So yeah, he's able to knock out the Articuno. That was dumb of me. I really should have escape roped into Guzma for that Kirlia, but then again, if he did just promote the Kirlia, that would have been an inadvertently really, really smart play. If my opponent knew that I had the Guzma, but what I think I'm going to do is just go for my GX attack and then pray. Yeah, see, this is where I would really like to have end my opponent, because now my opponent has a great hand and I have no way of disrupting it. I mean, Judge would have been the only way post-rotation that I would have been able to disrupt his hand. And so, yeah, now I'm just going to go for the Tapu Storm, shuffle the Gardevoir, the Energy, and the Choice Band all into the deck. Hope that I somehow have disrupted my opponent enough to where, never mind, okay, yeah, this is just not going well at all, and I think we're about to get, like, really bodied by this Gardevoir. I mean, we started off very well because we were able to take out a Tapu Lele, but then this is exactly what this deck struggles with, because against Gardevoir, Tapu Koko could take a big one-hit knockout. It'd be more difficult to KO thanks to Aether Paradise, and then even Fighting Fury Belt when it was originally in the format. But I mean, yeah, my opponent was literally just able to get a replacement Gardevoir with a DCE and a Fairy Energy on it after I wasted my GX attack trying to get rid of that, and then he is just going to Twilight GX. So there's really... Yeah, I'm going to keep playing this out because obviously, I mean, maybe if we can knock out this Gardevoir, there's something that we might be able to do. But otherwise, this isn't looking very good at all. He's going to Twilight GX. I mean, really, it's just kind of a, okay, well, I can't one-shot this Tapu Fini, so I'll just put myself in an even better position, which, I mean, is a good play. My opponent is playing this very, very well, just making the right plays, taking the one-shots when he needs them, not taking the one-shots when he doesn't need them, and then just setting himself up for later. I mean, yeah, he's able to put 2 DCEs right back into the deck, which is going to make Infinite Force infinitely more difficult to deal with. What I can do is really just kind of go off of the fact that I'll be able to Brooklet Hill for something. Or I'll be able to Oranguru for something good. So let's Articuno. Actually, I don't, just because I need that one card. Please be a card that I can work with. Please be a good card that I can work with. It's a Field Blower. Doesn't help. But, I mean, at the very least, I'll be able to get rid of the Floatstone and my Brooklet Hill just so I have another chance. And then, yeah, let's just collect. I mean, have to collect, see if I can get 3 more cards, because, I mean, this deck does not have the... Well, I mean, even just post-rotation, the draw power just isn't there. My opponent is getting another Kirlia set up in the background. As soon as that thing becomes a Gardevoir, it's just going to be... Yeah, and I figured he could Secret Spring into retreating, but I had hope. I had hope that maybe we would be able to get something going, but nah, he was able to Secret Spring. If he gets a DCE, he'll be... Gets a DC and a Choice Band, he'll be able to one-shot my Lapras. But yeah, my Lapras can't even pull Ice Beam GX Mind Games at this point either. And he is just making a smart play of powering up his Kirlia in the background. He's going to try to two-shot the Lapras. And yeah, the post-rotation, I'm actually... Unfortunately, it's going to be even more centralizing around Zoroark, in my opinion, just because the draw support is so lacking. I mean, you have Cynthia... You have Copycat, and you have, like, Judge. Those are the draw supporters that you have, and I'm not including things like Sophocles or How or stuff like that. But unfortunately, those things might even come into play just because we're so limited in the cards that we have. So let's Ultra Ball. Still didn't get anything worthwhile. I mean, all my Aqua Patches are still in the deck, so that is not helping me at all. That stinks quite a bit. And then what I can do is just Articuno, put both energy onto it. And I mean, I can't even try to discard the energy because I already used my GX attack. So yeah, I'm just going to Max Potion and then Oranguru, see if I can draw into another energy to potentially one-shot this, or two-shot this Gardevoir. And I get a Cynthia, which I can work with. Yeah, I really just, in all honesty, don't see how this game is going to work out for me, because I can get like energy on board, I can finally like get things really going consistently, but at the same time I think it's too late. My opponent's about to have a second Gardevoir up, so yeah, that's gonna be able to two-shot the Gardevoir. He's gonna be able to one-shot my Articuno, and then he's gonna probably be able to one-shot me with the next Gardevoir he brings up too, so there's really not a whole lot I can do. I mean, I'm putting up a fight, trying to put up a fight anyway. I mean, if you look at prizes, we are actually technically ahead. But if you look at board state, my opponent is about to have 2 Gardevoir GXs set up and is about to take most of my energy off the board, and he's able to one-shot me, whereas I am not able to one-shot him. I don't even have the Ice Beam GX play as a potential stall turn anymore into an Ice Wing from Articuno or a Blizzard Burn for a knockout. I just don't... I really just don't have enough at this point. And yeah, especially now that we see that Max Potion. I have, yeah, I'm just gonna scoop. Like, I've got nothing. I really have nothing I can do at this point. He's got 2 Gardevoirs up. The one that I had some damage on, I have no chance anymore. So yeah, I'm just going to scoop. And yeah, that just kind of shows you, I mean, it shows you what the deck... I mean, the deck did what it was supposed to do. Articuno was able to come in, but it just shows you how different it is from Tapu Koko in that you're not able... You don't even have the ability to take those big one-hit KOs, and Articuno just... Especially post-rotation versus current standard format, just, yeah, it's just kind of a... Oh, well, I I don't have the draw support that you have, so this is going to be an interesting one. So what I think I'm going to do is remake this deck for the current standard format, because I think with Max Elixir plus Aqua Patch, this deck could be significantly better. Not to say that it's amazing. Not to say that it'll be amazing at all, but just to say that it'll be significantly better to where maybe we can put up more of a fight than we did in this game. So yeah, thank you for watching the post-rotation body bag that I just put on. So let's just go ahead and see how this deck does in the current standard format. Alrighty, we have found another one against a Bowling Kid 0912, and this time I am bringing the standard version of Articuno, and this I just kind of named Turbo Articuno Lapras, just because, I mean, you're running 4 Aqua Patch and 4 Max Elixir, and wow, my voice is feeling better, so maybe I just need to record for like hours on end in order to feel better. But start off with an Oranguru. It's not a big deal, because I am running Manaphy, among other things in this deck for the standard format, and we even get the Lapras, so this is actually pretty beautiful for me, because what I can do, Ultra Ball, get rid of the Water Energy and an Acerola to grab a Manaphy, and then, yeah, I mean, this is, quite frankly, this is already going significantly smoother just because of being able to run Manaphy and Energy Switch. So let's see, can I hit this? No, I do not, but that's fine, because what I am able to do with the Manaphy is Free Retreat out into Lapras, Energy Switch onto said Lapras, and then let's Instruct, see if we can get a few more cards. Well, get some stuff we can work with, and by stuff we can work with, I mean literally a Cynthia. So, ooh, this can work. So let's hit the Max Elixir. Yes, booyah, we were able to hit that. Throw it onto the Oranguru. Already did my attachment for the turn, and then this coming turn, I will be able to just Ultra Ball into an Articuno and make it my active Pokemon, and then attack with an Ice Wing. So yeah, I mean, this is what a difference just Max Elixir makes in terms of making this deck run even smoother, because Articuno just needs to have energy on board, needs to try to avoid the 2-hit KOs, or the 1-hit KOs, sorry. 2-hit KOs are not a problem at all. 2-hit KOs are what we want. And we're actually up against, that's really cool, we are up against an Ariados Salazzle deck. That is one of the decks that I'm planning to do. Probably going to try to put that one out next week. But we see a couple Spinarak go down, and a couple Salandit, and I think the way to beat this deck is by just taking out the Salandit, because usually they run a smaller number of Salandit than Ariados. It's usually like a 4-4 Ariados and then 3-3 Salandit or Salazzle. So, okay, two Articuno are prized. That's good to know. I have the Water Energy in my hand, so it's not even a big problem. And then, okay, so let's just put the energy on the Oranguru. Really doesn't matter where I put it, but just as long as we're able to get the Articuno down, move all 3 energy onto it. I could have even put the energy on the Manaphy if I wanted to be fancy. And then let's just Sycamore away my hand. Yeah, I know I didn't Oranguru when I could have, but what this does do is, I mean, there's an Aqua Patch. That is beautiful. Let's start powering up the Lapras as well. And yeah, so I'm not even going to play the Choice Band just yet, in case my opponent plays like Tapu Lele down. Then that's going to be what I want to save the Choice Band for, because odds are they have Field Blower, just to be able to get rid of annoying items or annoying stadiums for them, especially when they're playing post-rotation in current standard, or at least I'm assuming they're playing post-rotation. It looks like if they were playing, since they were playing Pokemon Fan Club instead of Bridget, I'm assuming that they went ahead and made a post-rotation deck and are playing it like I did with the first iteration of this Articuno deck. So yeah, my opponent is going to go ahead and might be able to, okay, he's gonna Lele. I think if he gets a Choice Band, Ariados, and Salazzle, I will be knocked out. And he does Copycat. Like, I was thinking about, okay, maybe he has Copycat, and so I should play the Ultra Ball, but I really didn't want to at that point. Okay, there's a Choice Band. There's the Salazzle. Wow. So I think my opponent will actually be able to... Yeah, because he's going to get a fresh hand of 7 cards, so I think my opponent's going to be able to knock me out this turn, because odds are they drew into an Ariados or some way of getting an Ariados. Yep, there's the Ultra Ball, so that is very, very cool. My opponent got that started off very quickly. But at the same time, I think he's probably going to run out of steam relatively quickly as well, because unless he gets another Salandit down, or devolves this current Salandit, or Salazzle, sorry, gets a Salandit down or devolves the current Salazzle, he's not going to have access to the statuses for next turn. He'll have to use Ariados's second attack in order to get those down, and yeah, so he is able to knock me out with Reactive Poison. That is a very, very big turn for my opponent. Very, very strong. And I can't really attack with my Lapras just because, I mean, it's weak to grass, and I really do not want that at all. So I get an Energy Switch. Can I make this work? Is there some way that I can make this work? So let's Ultra Ball. Get rid of the Acerola and a Guzma. Let's do that to grab a Fini or an Articuno, because I feel like Articuno actually would be good in this situation. But I think I'm gonna grab the Fini. Sorry if my voice is lowering. I'm like trying to think out the best way to maximize my chances, because if I hit a Max Elixir or an Aqua Patch, I will be able to attack with Lapras. And do I want to go ahead and Energy Switch now, or do I want to wait? So this is where it gets tricky, because I'm trying to figure out if I want to just go for the one card, or do I want to try to stall a little bit. So let's actually go ahead and bring up his Lele. Bring up my Lapras. Energy Switch onto the Lapras. And then Instruct for 3. Yeah, I mean, I think the Instruct for 3 is going to be the best chance I have. And okay, so I get the energy, actually, or I get the access to energy, which, I mean, I actually would have gotten had I only gone for 1. So hindsight's always 20/20 anyway. But what I can do is put this onto the Fini. And then I think, well, Aqua Patch, obviously, to get more energy on board, onto the Fini, just so that I can Hydro Shot that thing later, I think. And then let's just collect for 3, because he doesn't have the ability to knock me out in one hit this coming turn. I mean, Ariados will be able to hit me for 100 damage, but with Articuno, I should be able to come in and just immediately knock that thing out, is what I think I'm going to try to do. Choice Band onto his other Ariados, that's fine, but as long as he doesn't play down Salandits, then I'm going to be okay, and I think I will be able to pull out this game, just because he'll be running out. Actually, Oranguru can attack too, but I don't have enough energy on it. Okay, so are we going to see the Salandits come out? I think we might. I already knocked out one. He has one on the bench. And so, yep, we do see Salandit, and we see a Seviper. So that's going to be pretty annoying, to say the least. But again, I just need to target down the Salandits, and I think I'll win. So I do even top deck into a Water Energy. So what I'm going to do is just get more energy on board, just so I can have those. I can have them when I need them. Do I want to fully power up the Tapu Fini already and just have the Hydro Shot ready? Yeah, I think I do. Then let's energy up the Lapras. Guzma up the Salandit, because once again, without the Salandits, he cannot get those double statuses on me and attack in the same turn. He needs to go for Ariados's attack, which I do have Articuno to play around. And yeah, let's just Instruct, see if we can get something cool. Get a Field Blower, that's actually really nice. Able to get rid of both of the Choice Bands, so he's not even able to hit my Lapras for 100 damage. Get rid of both of those. And I think just Blizzard Burn. Let's save the Ice Beam GX for later if I feel like I need it. I don't think I do at this point. Yeah, so yeah, Salandit goes down. Sorry, it's just like I'm trying to think through, but also commentate at the same time while having sinus clogged brain. So odds are I'm gonna find a way to choke it. I'll be like, oh yeah, I can do that. No, I can't do that. That's not a thing that I can do. We see the Survivor play down. What is his play going to be? Probably try to Spider Trap, but I mean, I always have Articuno out of that, and that's why I really actually like Articuno in this matchup. I think this is one of the few good matchups Articuno has, because it's able to Legendary Ascent in, and just, make the status conditions null and void. Shrine of Punishment comes down, so that's going to be pretty big for putting more damage on me. And he will be able to... What's he going to bring up? Going to bring up the Manaphy, which, I mean, makes sense. Able to try to take 2 prizes off of it. And do I wake up? Yes, I do. So, I mean, that's lucky for me. But Shrine of Punishment is really starting to rack up. And by really starting to rack up, I mean it's racking up, which is the first turn it's been in play. But either way, let's put the energy onto the Manaphy so that I have that free retreat. I really don't want to play my Articuno if I don't have to. And, ooh... This I can work with. So let's Rescue Stretcher. Maybe later. Or do I want to play it now to get the Articuno in my hand? I think... How do I want to do this? Let's go ahead and grab the Articuno into my hand. Yeah, let's do that. Let's Aqua Patch. Do I want to just get the energy on board, or do I just want to wait? I think... I'm going to retreat my Manaphy out for sure. Sorry, I'm like... Just want to make sure that I'm not screwing anything up too big. Let's just go into my Lapras. Save the Articunos for later. But yeah, let's Aqua Patch to get that on board. Let's Aqua Patch to get the energy on board at the very least. Have another Lapras powered up for a big one-hit if I need it. Wasn't able to get that with that Max Elixir, that's okay. Save the Fighting Fury Belt for, I think, the Manaphy if he continues to target that thing down. Because as soon as I'm able to target down, or as soon as I'm able to give Manaphy a little bit extra HP, I think that will be what I need to win the game. And my opponent actually is starting to put... Oh, never mind. My voice is starting to go away again. Oh, sad times. But my opponent is actually starting to put his Tapu Lele in range of a Hydro Shot. I think after one more turn of mine coming back into my turn, the Tapu Lele will be in range of Hydro Shot. So I think that's what I'm going to... I think that might be what I'm going for. He is going to Cynthia, get a brand new hand, that's fine. Still is not going to be able to one-shot my Lapras, is not able to get the extra or is not able to get the status conditions on board for Ariados to be able to attack me, and he is just going to go ahead and bring up the Oranguru. That's fine. If I wake up, do I wake up? Yes, I do. So I have the ability to just play down my... I have the ability to just throw down a Water Energy onto Oranguru to have that free retreat. But do I want to just go ahead and Articuno? I think... man, I really want to just play the energy onto Oranguru and then just save the Articuno for later, but this is a play that I'm making just because it is an Articuno live, because I'm trying to showcase Articuno. I'm going to go ahead and do that just to go ahead and bring this up and knock out the Ariados because he doesn't have another on board, so there's very little chance of me getting knocked out by, or me getting stalled out by sleep turns. So that's just kind of why I'm making the play that I am. The right play would have been to just play the energy onto the Oranguru and then retreat out to still have the Legendary Ascent if I needed it, but again, because it's an Articuno live, we're about to show off Articuno, and yeah, we even get another Articuno off the prizes, so this is great for me. If my opponent does not get rid of his Shrine of Punishment, then the Tapu Lele will be in range of a Hydro Shot from my Tapu Fini. He is racking up the damage, that's good for him, and if he manages to get like a DCE into... Oh, I forgot about Spinnerack's potential paralysis. That is no bueno. Very no bueno. Yeah, that's bad. So I didn't think about that. But again, he has 4 prizes remaining. He has to knock out 2 Articuno. And the second he knocks out, or I guess he could try to like play the Paralysis Shrine of Punishment game. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, so I was thinking that either way he has to KO something active, but he really doesn't. He just has to get the damage on board so that Shrine of Punishment will knock it out, either going into his turn or knock out something on the bench. So that's not good. Forgot, kind of did not think that through. But either way, I mean, again, the play that would have won me the game would have been just Articuno. It would have been just waiting for Articuno. But now that the Lele is in range of a Hydro Shot, yep, does 120, I'm just going to finish off the game that way, go into my Tapu Fini, not give my opponent any extra chances. I already made the Articuno live play of playing down Articuno when I really shouldn't have, whereas just attacking with Lapras or Fini would have won me the game. But yeah, either way, we are able to pull that out in the end. And yeah, I mean, we were against a post-rotation deck, which would have been interesting to see how Articuno would have done against, like my post-rotation Articuno deck would have done against that deck. But unfortunately, you take what you get on the ladder. And yeah, so even though Articuno is not a very good card, I still hope you guys enjoyed watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And this is going to be Styx signing out. Why not? See you guys.